Hello, my name is Bukala. Welcome to another episode of Let's Reflect. So, let's reflect. Okay, welcome, Dorcas. It's good to have you here. Thank you for honoring our invitation. So, Dorcas, let's meet you.
Okay, my name is Oluwafunmilayo Dorcas Akinyi, and I am a certified sport and exercise personnel, a written artist, a content creator, and a social media manager.
Yes, I know of that wrestling access. She's so good. If you can take the phrase above us here, that's a handwork. Thank you so much. Today we'll be discussing a very interesting topic, fitness. And we'll be touching on exercises, we'll be touching on diet, nutrition, as related to our health. Now, exercises are supposedly known for body weight loss. Anytime you say you want to exercise or you're trying to go on an exercise journey, people believe that, you want to lose weight. Especially if you're on the slim side. And if I hit the gym today and, some people get scared about it, they'll be like, what is it? Why are you exercising? Do you want to vanish? You're already slim. Do you understand? So what's your take on that? Is this really for weight loss or do they contribute to our health?
Okay, thank you very much for that question. First things first, I would like to define what exercise is. Okay, exercise is a physical activity that is planned and structured in order to achieve a goal. Now, there is a reason why we are doing something. This applies to exercise as well. There is a reason why we are exercising as a person. So, before you even go into exercise, you need to understand that, is there a reason why I'm going into this, or it's because of peer pressure? Because a lot of people now go into exercise because of peer pressure. But it needs to be planned and structured because of a particular goal that needs to be achieved. Now, let's get back to the question. If exercises actually deals with weight loss, or if that is the main reason why people exercise.
Exercises majorly for weight loss.
So, the truth is, no. You don't, the aim for exercise shouldn't be because we want to lose weight as an individual. Only, yes. Only because we want to lose weight as an individual. Yeah, there are people that want to lose weight, and that's the reason why they go into exercise. Okay. And I would like us to understand that there are two components in exercise. We have the health-related component and we have the physical-related component. Okay. These components together helps us in achieving the goal that we want. And like I said before, we would need to understand that there is a reason why we are going into exercise.
Sorry to continue. Okay. Can you explain the health component and the physical component? You mentioned that there are two components and consider in exercises. So in exercises rather, health and in physical. So what do you mean by health?
Okay, thank you. So health related components are those exercises that we do that in order to allow us to achieve a particular goal for our health. While physical that benefits our health. While physical is referred to exercises that will do that benefit us physically. That people can actually see this one. This person is exercising.
So like you mean exercises that are focused on a particular part of the body, physically, like using weight on a particular part of the body, while the health related is the one that is beneficial to your health in general.
So that's it. Then in health related, we have body composition, we have flexibility, we have muscular endurance. All of these are related components. So whenever we are doing anything related to health, we understand that, it's because of flexibility. I need to be flexible. Why is my body stiff? Yeah, thank you. Why is my body stiff? I need to be flexible. And that's under health. Okay. Under health, we have body composition. How to compose the body. Just
like sitting straight. Don't slouch while sitting. I do that in okay, let me.
So that's it. Sitting straight, how to compose your body. All of these things are what we need, flexibility, and what we need health-wise. Then for the physical, we have reaction time, we have endurance, we have balance, we have agility. For the reaction time, a lot of people Like, when they call their name, before they react to the name, they're like, maybe 5 seconds later,
Before they respond.
And they're like,
you called my name.
you called me. So, having to exercise helps us to, to be agile. You see some people, you see some people that are not up to 60, that are not up to 70, and they can't even, though some are health related. But I believe that if those people had put themselves into exercising at a younger age, they would not tend to be feeling reluctant or not to feel this agility at their old age. So you see some people when they are 70 and they are still pimp, like, and you see some that they can't really walk again like before. So all of these things together makes us to understand that exercise is a benefit to us, both physically and health-wise.
Okay, so it is beneficial to us. Like what she just said, it's not just for weight loss. It should actually tell on your body at a very much older age. You see people who are like in their 50s, in their 60s, they can no longer, carry themselves. They feel tired easily when they go through some things like climbing the staircase and the like. While some, they are still there. You feel like, why is this person, cham like that. So thank you. To the next question now. When people start to exercise, they tend to have body aches. Why do beginners in exercise have body aches? Like, it has happened to me before. When I wanted to, start my exercise journey, the first, second day, my body was aching all over, and I was almost discouraged. Like, what's this thing? Why should I be having aches while exercising? Is it not meant to ease my, muscles, my bones, and they're like, why do beginners have body aches?
That's a very good question. And before I go further, I would like us to understand that there is always a beginning for everything. Okay? So even for us individuals, when we start something new, we tend to make mistakes while we're doing it for the very first time. But on the long run, those mistakes that was made will not be repeated. Because we now have this understanding that,
mastered it.
We've mastered it, there before, exactly. So this also relates to or applies to exercise. Now, if you're starting your exercise for the very first time, trust me, you will feel body ache. And why is it like that? It's because your body is there to adapt to that kind of.
Your body is not used
to that kind of settings, those kind of activities. It is not used to it. So your body tends to weaken. So and there is always this feeling that I have that the more you exercise, the more your body tends to understand that, oh yes, I am doing this. This is now part of me. So instead of the very first week that I started exercising, that you're feeling aches all over, you start feeling that, your body is now getting used to it. And people do something that is wrong. You start exercising, and the moment you start feeling body aches, they tend to use drugs. Why?
Like pain relief.
They tend to use pain relief. Why? You don't use pain relief. You don't use drugs when you're exercising. No, you don't. Because it's more like you are telling your body that it's not ready to adapt to what you're doing. So you're bringing it back, using that drug, you're bringing it back to the start. So all you need is enough rest. Okay. All you need is enough rest and water. Very important.
Yes.
All you need is enough rest and water. Okay, thank you.
She said, when you're exercising, when you start exercising, and you're feeling aches all over, the next thing to do is not take pain relief. Please do not take pain relief, right? You're doing more damage to your health. So she said enough rest and water. Now, I'd like to ask, concerning the water, I'd like to ask this, because there was a time, while I was exercising, I believe that many people did not know that I used to be a size 14. I used to be that size. So while I was exercising then, I remember somebody telling me that I should not take water after exercise. That once I take water, I'm going to, how did he even put it? I can't remember. While another person was of the opinion that no, you should take enough water after exercising. You've lost fluid, so you should replenish your body fluids. What's your take on that?
Okay, first thing first, right? I would need us to understand that our body is different. Okay, yeah. So for water intake, it is best to stay hydrated before you start exercising. So before you start exercising, you have 2 to 3 hours to take enough water. I don't want to give like a standard, yeah, but at least take like 2 to 3 cups of water before you exercise, and this should happen 30 to 15 minutes before you start your exercise. So this helps you to stay hydrated. Then during your exercise, you can take water at intervals. Yes, in between. Wow. You can take water in between. The reason why you're doing this is because while you're exercising, you are sweating. Yes, you're losing fluid. So you need to stay hydrated. You need to to take more water to stay hydrated. So in between your exercises, you can take water. It's even advising to take water. Not that you can't, but you don't just go. No, you take it and in between. Then after, yes.
Oh, that is a lot of you don't see a cup of
because you will feel weak.
Wow.
To continue, yes, you feel weak to continue.
Oh.
So after your exercise, it is advisable that you take water again. Oh. And this can happen depends on the body. So if you're the type that when you take water, you start feeling some kind of pain in your stomach or something, it is best to take your water 15 or 30 minutes after the exercise. Yes. Wow. And you don't cup the water just like that. You know, I just finished exercise and they just buy a bottle of water. Why? So you just take it little by little.
Okay, so you allow your body to assimilate the water little by little, sip. Don't just cup.
And we also need to understand that depends on the amount of fluid that comes out of your body that you have lost during the exercise. It also depends on the environment. You know, in an environment that is cool, where there is AC, you know, you're exercising where there is AC, you might not really lose much fluid compared to where you have restraints and open place that there is no air, so you can tend to lose more fluid.
All right, thank you. Okay, now this is another funny and interesting part. People exercise with waist trainer on. What do you have to say? You know, why do people wear waist trainer? Like, they believe that your tummy will disappear or the belly fat disappears or something. What happens after you remove that? Because I feel it's just like wearing a corset dress. And after the event, you remove it. Does it reduce your tummy fat or what?
Okay, this is a very good question. And this goes to every one of us that uses corset or that wears corset or uses waist trainer. Okay, so I'm going to say that first, it doesn't stop your belly fat from growing.
It does not reduce.
It does not reduce it.
Wow.
It doesn't. Now, in fact, there are disadvantages. See, the only advantage is that it helps you to snatch your waist at that particular moment.
For that event, for that occasion, your waist is snatched.
But there are lots of disadvantages. Now, the first disadvantage is that it affects our breathing, the way we breathe. Now, if you're using a corset or waist trainer, the way you breathe will not
you restrict your airflow.
Yes, exactly.
This is something we say in fashion world, like restrict your airflow. You're actually restricting your airflow.
Your own airflow.
Can you hear that?
So you will not be able to breathe properly. Imagine you're even sitting down. You're forcing yourself to breathe.
Why? It shows. I have an example like that. There was this Sunday. I don't like corset dresses personally, but there was this particular Sunday that I felt like, okay, I want to snatch. I had attended a wedding where I made dress, so I wanted to rock it on a Sunday on a Thanksgiving in church. So I felt like, okay, let me appear, and I don't know the waist that I'm trying to snatch because I have a tiny waist. Fashionista in me just wanted to look extra snatched. I don't know, women, to the Lord your heart. So I wore this corset dress to church. I was supposed to go home after Thanksgiving and change. There's this birthday party I needed to attend. But on getting to church, like after service, my friend was like, oh, we need to go now because it is that 60th birthday. So it was a big deal. And I carried my corset rest to the event. And as the friend of, like a family friend to the celebrant, I had to help out at some point. Oh, please don't get a drink here and there. I was already feeling uncomfortable. It now got to the stage where I need to eat. I could not eat. I was like, I was not breathing properly. I was no longer comfortable. It was like, in fact, it was affecting the whole of my body, my head, my arms, everything. I had to call on a lady to follow me to the restroom to help me loosen the corset again before I could eat. I had to leave the event before the end of it. I was not comfortable. So I can relate.
The way she can relate, I'm sure some of you can relate. Maybe you should tell us what your experience is.
Yes, in the comment section. So please, like you've heard from her, corset or waist trainer does not reduce your belly fat. Instead, it restricts your airflow. It affects your breathing.
It affects your airflow. It affects your health. Because it affects because you're pushing it it's
like
not like
organs.
You're pushing some organs down.
That means it's definitely detrimental to our health.
Should I shock you?
Please shock us.
The moment you remove that waist trainer, your belly fat goes back to the way it was. Nothing changed at all. So why are we stressing ourselves?
Model to look for other ways, please, to get rid of your belly fat. Don't stop using waist trainer.
Instead of this, we can engage in exercises. There are exercises for different
that target specific parts of the body.
Exactly, yes. For belly fat, you can have the squat kind of exercise. We can have the sit up. Just try those ones instead of
So please what is the relationship between our exercises and diet, or how do we balance exercise with diet? This is because especially people on the plus side, like we have plus side people who desire to train slim down. When they finish exercising, some, not all, but I know of some that before they start their exercise or before they go on the exercise journey, their diet is composed of eba, cheese, shawarma, burger, all those kind of. Now they start the exercise journey. After exercising, Titi will be like, oh, I've lost a lot of energy. I need to replenish energy. I need to replenish this and that. Goes back to our fridge and removes. They go back, they eat eba, they eat this, they eat cheese, they eat burger. Like, you're exercising and your diet is not changing. I'm sure you have something to say on this.
Definitely. So I'm going to give my own experience. I came from a family where my parents and my mom's side of the family, they are farmers. Anytime I see from my mom's side of the family, I'm like, I'm not interested. So I think it was only my siblings that were taking my dad's side of the family body time. Yeah. So, but for me, I was taking my mom's side. I was not interested. Yes. So then, on the long run, I never actually knew that I was going to even go to school to study anything sports or exercise related. I was just so sure that no, I'm not. I have to work on this thing, So that was how it started. So I think my exercise journey started in 2019, I guess. So then I think I was in 200 level, but I was very determined. And I was very determined. So every activity that we did in school, there were people that were still fast, still be graduated. That's the truth. But me, I was not. So I was very consistent. Any exercise, anything that they said, even if my body cannot take it at that point, I will try it out. Eventually, my body started adapting to it. So in fast forward to 2020, that was during Corona period. So everybody was at home. Thank God for a friend that I had in my area. And I was like, every Saturday, how far? Or, when we are free, let's just take some stroll, let's just exercise, we can run. That was how I was able to regain my body. Then now, we will not take it back to dieting. Just times, though I don't really eat much too, but then, I was always my food has to be, even my rice has to be, has to be large portion. I needed to reduce the intake. I needed to work on the amount of water I take, fruits, and the type of food that I eat.
You worked on the amount of water. Is it that you increased the water you take?
Yes. I increased the water I take. And then I did more of water. Then I don't even like cucumber.
Cucumber.
Oh, you said cucumber. I don't even like cucumber. But at the point, I was like, I need to eat this. This was it. So I started from taking enough water, taking enough fruits, eating enough fruits, and the kind of food that the portion of food that I eat was reduced.
So I don't take junk actually.
Yeah, I don't take junk. I don't even like plantain.
Yes, please don't bring plantain to this argument.
I don't like
to
plantain.
Do not bring plantain lovers. Fumi, I know you don't like plantain. We are ambassadors.
Anyways,
plantain, don't
I don't know what you put.
But you don't take junk.
I don't take junk.
Then
I don't take
you took lots of water.
Yes,
and you still take lots of water.
Yes,
I can.
Lots of water. And veggies.
Yeah. Okay. Did I really work on my diet? I'm not so sure. But I remember I was consistent on road job. Myself, my mom, and a friend like that. The three of us, 5 a.m. in the morning, we eat the street. That was how I lost weight. My own, personally. That was how I lost weight. Morning jogs. And I was consistent every day for a number of months. I can't remember, but the thing is that when I started, I didn't notice the difference immediately. I did not notice, because some people are like, after 1 week, 2 weeks, they already want to see that part of their body, doing that. They're like, why is it that I'm not losing weight? Nothing flushes your body as much as water. When you say, they say this about mixture is good for detoxifying the body, this one it removes them, it's a lie. On the long run, it's supposed to have a long-lasting effect on your kidneys. Kidneys are expensive on its own. Now, getting a donor that matches, I pray that will not be our portion. While in school, we cultured, I am a microbiologist, in case you don't know. Yes, I remember us culturing a herbal mixture. Our lecturer actually labeled, she covered the label of bottle so that we don't know the brand. And we cultured this in the lab. Guess what we saw? There's this other drink like that we take. It was popular in my school. So we take that drink. Almost every student likes that. Chilled one, especially, after lecture and the sun is scorching and, if you're thirsty, you need something chilled. They will take this. We cultured it in the lab and you needed to see the level of spirogyra that was on that plate. Somebody takes the herbal mixture and goes to the toilet to for the person is like, he's working. I went to the toilet 3 times already. Guy, it could be some spirogyra that is upsetting your stomach and making you use the toilet frequently. Please be careful. These things have negative effects on our health. Please. Before we round up, can you quickly give us tips, maybe some tips, health or exercise wise that will help us?
I think I'll be starting some. Number 1, you need to start taking enough water.
Water.
Only H2O. Clear, tasteless. Yes. Number 2, you don't eat large portion of food like you've been doing before. If you really need to work on your body, large portion of food that you've been eating before, I think you will need to reduce it. Then the third one.
Okay, wait. Should we take we should eat in smaller portions at intervals, or take large portion as a goal, for the whole life?
I can even most of the job.
Some people actually eat. They say they leave breakfast. So they will eat when they eat in the afternoon. They are eating a combination of their breakfast and their lunch. So that's not.
If you miss your breakfast, you have missed it. Don't combine your breakfast and your lunch together.
Comfort, did you hear that? Don't say, ma, this is my morning and afternoon food together.
Instead, what you need to do is get something light that you can take. Instead of combining the food that you're supposed to eat in the morning. And in the morning, you're supposed to take 3 slices of bread. And then in the afternoon, you're supposed to take 3. Then you now combine this together and make it 6. No. better skill, maybe you can just take, instead of that, take your drink, your tea, or whatever it is, or your juice, just to combine instead of eating that large portion. Okay. Then another thing that I would say is that exercise more often. You can start from little. You can start from little. Like I would always say, dieting and exercising work together. So if you're dieting and you're not exercising, it's more like you're not. That's if you really have a goal. It's not like you're not doing what you're supposed to do. And if you're exercising, and your dieting is not your diet not taken without. Yeah, it's the same. It's not like you're not working on what you're supposed to be working on. So you should also, what other things should I put? I can't remember. Yes, please. Is your yes, thank you. Sleep well. Smile often. Oh yes, very important. Smile. It's also part of your health. There is no particular person that is smile and benefits of smile in school. Then we're doing this normal.
Then I think I read, was it in school or outside school? I read sometimes they go through that. When you don't smile, when you frown, you tend to have wrinkles. You age quickly. Your face, you're contracting. Your muscles are like this. So when you smile, you don't frown, you feel relaxed and Now, one last question. I'm sure my audience wants to hear this is going to be, I'm going to deviate from this health thing into a personal, into a personal one. Now, for me, are you in a relationship?
Oh my god. Okay, long story short, no.
I'm sure somebody is watching.
Hello.
That God ordained man is watching somewhere and like,
great.
Oh, thank God. Thank so you heard it. She's single. This beautiful lady is single. She's not in any form of relationship at all. So I'm sure you enjoyed this session. Thank you so much, Doctor. Thank you. This was an insightful session and I have learned a lot of things. Thank you so much, Doctor. So in case you've not subscribed to this YouTube channel, please subscribe. I know Titi, you're there, you're watching and you've not subscribed. Please like and subscribe. You can also turn on your notification